Hare Krishna. Welcome back to the series of discussing Bhagavad Gita. Today we shall be discussing second verse from the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chalakaya Chakshurunmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the second verse from the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita is Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutastva Kashmalamidam Vishame Samupastitam Anaryajushtamaswargyam Akirti Karmarjuna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjun, how have these impurities come upon you? They are not at all befitting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planets but to infamy. So, seeing Arjuna lamenting and keeping aside his bow and arrow, Krishna is expressing his wonder here. Kutastva, where have you got this kashmalam? Kashmalam means impurities or impure thoughts. Kutastva, where have you got these impurities from? And that too, idam vishame samupastitam. In this crisisful, visham means crisisful event, that is called vishama ghadi. So the most crisisful time, when such a crisisful time is upasthitam, samupasthitam, has arrived, that means we are right now here at the verge of beginning the battle, and you are saying you're not going to fight? This kind of behavior, my dear Arjun, is anarya. Arya means civilized human beings. Arya means people who know the higher purpose of life. They know the difference between the body and the soul. That is called civilized or Aryan. So such lamentation over the body, whether it is one's own body or the body of relatives, is not befitting. Anarya Jushtam, this kind of lamentation is not at all befitting to civilized human beings, my dear Arjun. And aswargyam, it does not lead to the higher destination. Swarga means higher, and aswarga means not leading to the swarga. And not only that, akirti karam, it also makes a person infamous. Kirti means famous and akirti means infamous. So it produces defamy for a person. So this is actually very significant. Aryan means the civilized human beings. They know the purpose of human life. The purpose of human life is actually to realize the absolute truth. Absolute truth is the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is called absolute truth, or truth which is not subjected to change in due course of time. So Krishna is telling Arjuna here, that you being an Aryan, it's not at all befitting for you that you lament over the loss of the bodies. And also, when a person performs one's prescribed duties properly in the life, then such a person attains higher destination in life. Especially Swarga, or even above the Swarga, there are, the places of where the great sages live. So a person who actually performs his prescribed duties very well attains the higher destination. So Arjun was deviating from his prescribed duty of fighting. A Kshatriya is supposed to fight, especially for righteous cause. He's supposed to fight. So Arjun was on the battlefield where he was fighting for the righteous cause. And refusing to fight in such a battle certainly is a serious karma for a person. So therefore Krishna is telling Arjun, this will not lead you to Swarga, it will lead you to hellish condition of life. Because in the first chapter of Gita, Arjun had also said that I've heard that people who destroy the family tradition, they reside in hell. So Krishna is telling here, it's not by fighting that you will go to hell, but it is by not fighting that you will go to hell. Aswargam and akirti karam, you will also be defamed. So this is the sum and substance of this particular verse from the second chapter. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.